Thank you to Lancaster Archery Supply for sponsoring this show and for over 35 years of caring, integrity, and excellence. Lancaster Archery Supply, leading the world in 3D and target archery.
Everything sounds good.
All right, how do we look in the camera? You guys look great.
Pretty well centered.
It doesn't matter. I will crop anyway. It doesn't matter, so we're good.
Right on.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to
Take two.
Welcome to Quick Shots, a short format traditional archery podcast, where we introduce you to some of the world's most influential traditional archers, and occasionally, some random dudes. There we go. Hey everyone, welcome back to Quick Shots. I'm here with Tracy and Eric Yost, from Yost Archery Products. It's amazing to have you guys on the show. I've been following you guys. I've been big fans for like a long time. How you been?
No, doing great. And, we're excited to finally meet you in person and see you were able to make it out east here.
Oh my gosh, I was excited to see it. Tracy came up to me first and she's like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I recognize you."
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not wearing masks. You know?
I know.
I wouldn't know anyone. I wouldn't know anyone.
Yep.
That was terrible.
You guys are a sponsor for us this weekend, but I will tell you, you made a huge mistake.
What's that?
You made a huge mistake. I would have told everyone about your product anyway, regardless.
We didn't even have to sponsor.
No, you did not. You did not. That's how much I love you guys. Like, seriously, done such a great job. There was one time I was heading out to, I think, Tennessee, and I had gotten hold of you, and I hadn't gotten my tab yet. And you're like, "Yeah, no, man, just we'll send it," and you guys got it off to me like right away. It's such I know it's a family-run business, and that, but it just seems you guys seem a lot bigger.
Yeah, it's sort of funny. I think some people have gotten that impression in the past, and it's literally just Tracy and I, and
we have two helpers. My father-in-law, and his cousin.
My cousin help out a bit, and we work out of a shop in our house. You know. Now, we have. If it doesn't come out of our house, then pretty much everything comes out of York County, Pennsylvania.
So it's all local.
Metal finishing.
Yeah,
some of the tooling.
We try to keep it as local as possible.
The dyes I order come. Actually, they come from Delaware, but everything's local and small business. We try to keep it.
That's important. That's important, and it shows. I mean, every time I get something from you guys, it's well crafted, it's well made, it lasts forever. Your brass tab is just like, is that the tab to have?
I suppose now.
What tab are you shooting?
Yosts!
Yosts tab, obviously.
I mean, it's just...
That's our biggest seller.
Right now.
It's so good.
And it's hard to keep it in stock. When we do get it, it's out of stock right away.
Let's back up a bit. How did you guys get into this business?
Well, I've been into archery. I mean, ever since my dad handed me his old. It was a Black Hawk Mosquito.
Okay.
Recurve bow was my first bow, and then. Being a kid in the 70s, of course, Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
They had their compound bows with the exploding arrows.
Exploding arrows. Yeah. Did you have any of those?
Yeah, we built some in middle school.
How many fingers you got? You got all 10?
All 10.
They're still there.
It's amazing what you can do with some shotgun shells, PVC, and black powder.
Oh my gosh. Not recommended.
And a framing
nail.
Not
recommended.
And a framing nail. That's all the farther I'm going to go into that. But,
that's funny.
But yeah, so then through my teen years and whatnot, trad wasn't really cool anymore, and got into compounds. And then last time I shot a compound was 2014. Everyone else in my family shot trad. My dad, stepmom, uncles, cousins, brother. So I figured I'm going to start shooting trad. And, at any rate, I've been shooting trad ever since. I shot a glove a little bit, and then immediately went to a tab.
Okay.
I really like the basic Black Widow tabs,
Right. I remember those. Yeah.
but they sort of fall apart pretty quick. And then that's since I had so much experience and was so used to shooting like a brass hinge,
Yep.
then the idea to build something that or build a tab that was a little more substantial, rebuildable, higher quality,
Yeah.
that's what motivated me to start building my own tab. Was sort of my experience from the compound world, as far as the equipment's concerned.
Yeah, it's great. They're great tabs. And so, you're a barebow archer.
Yeah, I pretty much just shoot
So
barebow.
you're barebow. Chase, wait, you're
Barebow.
barebow as well.
I mean, I have long bows and enjoy shooting them, but
Good. Well, that's good. That's good. So you're trad, and you're doing barebow. The increments that you put on the tab. Where did that idea come from?
well, there were some other brands of tabs out there that had index marks,
Right.
And so initially, what I didn't like about most of them were they were laser printed,
Right.
to the which
Yeah.
all that's doing is it's not actually etching into the material.
And they just wear away.
It just wears away.
It just wears away.
So, my dad's a machinist.
Yep.
And I'm in civil engineering.
Okay.
So I'm on CAD pretty much day in and day out. So at any rate, I designed a tab plate where we're actually taking an engraving tool, dropping it down into the part, and
I know.
They're fully engraved. They're never going anywhere.
Yeah, if you haven't shot a Yost tab and you are string walking, I don't understand what you're doing, because it really, you index it and it's in there so you can get your fingernail in, right? So you're not skipping a notch or whatever. You're not skipping. So you get your fingernail in there and you can move it right to your string and then you push it down.
Yep.
Right.
It's so good.
Yep.
I mean,
And
it's a
then,
small thing, but it's really clever.
I was fortunate enough to, John Demmer's one of my friends, and
I don't know if that's fortunate. I mean, that's debatable, but
Yeah.
whatever. Go on.
Yeah,
Keep going.
friends like
I get
that.
it. I
Who
get
needs
it.
enemies?
Yeah,
But,
I get it.
so I had a lot. I got a lot of good input initially out of. John
Sure.
was very helpful in the beginning, and I owe him a big thanks, and Rich Barker, and a handful of others.
Yeah, for sure.
Have had input in the design of the tab
Prototype.
and its evolutions.
I kind of think of. I know you guys are wearing. If you can't see it, hopefully you can see it. They're wearing their CD Archery shirts today. I kind of. So I haven't been doing this very long. Just FYI. I mean, I started barebow. I was going to go to the classic. Not last year, the year before, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it got canceled, right? So I was like, bummed out. But I started the year previous, and then that's when I started to get into barebow. But as a new guy into barebow, I gotta say, CD. You guys are like peanut butter and jam. Like CD Archery and Yost Archery.
Yeah.
It's like I need a CD riser and I need a Yost tab and I need a Mojo weight.
Right.
It's like the
goes
two
together.
things just go together. Like you know what I mean?
Yep.
I just and then you see it all over the place.
And everything's made in Pennsylvania. Well, Dwayne's down in Virginia, but
Yeah.
Calvin's in PA.
Yeah, yep.
All their stuff's made in Pennsylvania also, which is pretty cool.
Well, I'm over the PA thing. I'm just being honest. It's like everyone I talk to is from Pennsylvania. All the great guys are from Pennsylvania. It's just amazing. But it's just I love it. But it's like you guys are over-indexed on great people here for tried archery. It's just funny.
I think Texas might have us beat. It seems,
Or close.
at least as far as where our products ship. I mean,
Well, that's interesting.
I think Texas and California are probably the two.
Oh, really?
The two states that order the most products from us.
That I didn't realize.
I mean,
that.
Ohio's big, Virginia's big, New York's pretty big.
Overseas.
Oh, you're sending stuff overseas too?
Oh yeah, we
Really?
ship worldwide, but
Yeah, we have a shop in We have Bagar and Pilar in Stockholm, Sweden that carries our stuff. Silver Archery in London, and Archer Studio in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Yeah, we're just a small little shop.
Oh, we are though. I mean, it's not a big market, so I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I still work my my day job. I'm a registered land surveyor, and I teach part time at a local community college.
Oh, nice.
And so it's no one's quitting their day job making and selling tabs and weights.
No, but I mean, they are fantastic, though, and I really appreciate you guys.
It's a labor of love.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I guess. I don't know anyone that's getting rich in trad archery, right? I mean, it's not a big market. It's getting bigger though, or is it's stabilizing?
It's definitely growing.
It's growing. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, and I think people are like I'm trying to get the word out as much as I can. I know the Push always does. Push has done a fantastic job of making trad archery really cool again.
Yeah.
When you got good ambassadors like you guys and JD3 as ambassadors, Frank Madonna was.
That's what I was just going to say, Frank.
Yeah, Frank.
Matt and Tim and you and Frank. Everybody developing cool media and good information.
Putting content out there, that's important.
Yeah,
to get out there.
I appreciate you saying that, and even putting my name in the same breath as Madonna and the Push guys. I love that, but I think we're all kind of going down the same path. We just want to see traditional archery grow, and just do better, and because it's really a good family. Like
oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know you guys really well, but I feel closer to you guys than I do some other people that I live next door to. In Kansas.
That's great.
Yeah, I know. It's just you guys are so great. Hey, let's go back to being. I know you got to run, but give me a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Well, traditional archery. When did you start?
My late 30s.
Okay, so like a year ago?
No.
A couple of years ago?
Yeah, it's oh my gosh.
A year ago?
Probably
you started
about
when
7 years ago.
Okay.
I started with compound, and then I went to longbow, and then I ended up with bare bow. So,
Okay.
Yep.
and he got me into it. I got into it just to beat him.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I'm very competitive, so only with him.
She's a good loser, but she is the worst winner. Never leave her win. Oh, it is terrible.
Only for you.
It's terrible. Yeah, lucky me.
That's what makes it fun.
That is good. And does she push you to be better?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I'm beating him.
That's what I'm saying.
If it's like a one-on-one shoot-off,
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I beat him in a one-on-one shoot-off. So
Yeah, you did up
I did,
at
so.
Grass Frank's
at Frank's,
at Frank's range.
Yeah,
at
Grass Hollow.
Archery.
Yeah.
Are you guys? I see you out there a bit. Do you go there often to see
He's
Frank?
about an hour and 15 minutes north of us.
Oh, so
It's not that
that's
far.
not that bad, right?
Yeah.
No, that's not terrible. Yeah, he's been coaching me, and
Oh, okay, good.
yeah, he's a great coach, and he's helped out my
He is a great
form a lot.
coach.
Yeah, he's got a
great
good
coach,
eye.
and he's got a good eye, and he's got great students too. Like he's coached
Oh,
people so
yeah.
that
Yep.
he's just been able to see them grow and evolve and just get better and better and better.
Yeah.
It's
yep.
great to watch the young kids get into it and do very well and grow in the sport and
Yeah.
take that. Hopefully they stick with it because that's your future.
And he's focused mainly on bare bow. We've been talking a lot about traditional archery this weekend, but bare bow's traditional archery, single string archery, right? But I know some traditional people. We keep putting air quotes around traditional too, by the way, all weekend.
Air quote.
Air quote. And some people look down on people who are string walking and shooting bare bow. How do you guys feel about that?
I came into when I first started shooting traditional as an adult. A Howard Hill bow and a glove was what traditional was to me, and then as I dug deeper into it, because I love 3D, that's when I discovered IBO trad class and the equipment you could use, and then I sort of gravitated towards bare bow. At first, I was really resistant to the idea of weights and string walking and metal bows and whatnot, but at least at the time, 4 or 5 years ago, that seemed where the competition was.
Right.
And then so that's what sort of drew me to it. I'm of the mindset as long as if you're competing, as long as you're within the rules of the class and do what you want to do. If it works for you, it works for you.
But do you feel? But do you feel like do you have a kindred spirit with someone who's shooting a self bow?
Oh yeah, one of my best shooting buddies, Leroy Forsyth. There's another great Pennsylvania shooter.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's a IBO world champ, and
yeah, I know.
you know, he lives out towards Gettysburg, and he's about an hour west of me. But you know, I love shooting with Leroy.
Yeah, well, I mean, so we're all a single string family. I think that's kind of how I feel.
I mean, really, I have a lot of friends that still shoot compound, and I love going to 3D shoots, like local stuff with them, because you know they're just fun to hang out with. But at the same time, it makes me.
It pushes you.
Yeah, when I'm dropping a 40-yard shot in a 10 ring or something, right there with them.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're like, I don't even know how you do that, and you know they're shaking their head.
Yeah, that is a good feeling. You know, you can get out there and just go, yeah, I can do this too.
Yeah. So,
Tracy, what about you? What do you feel about? You know, you said you shot longbow a while ago. You're now doing barebow. Was there a reason why you went to barebow?
I went to barebow because of my brother-in-law and Mike and Eric.
Okay.
They decided to switch, and I was hesitant, but I thought, well, if he's going to buy me a bow, I'll shoot it. And then he wanted me to get in competitions and stuff with it, so I started shooting it then for that reason as well.
What are you guys shooting? What's your bows?
We're both shooting 25-inch CDs. I'm shooting a WFX, which is the heavy bow.
The heavy.
Yeah, mine's the light version.
And then hers is the WF Light.
Yeah.
WF Light. Okay,
Yeah.
the 25.
Yeah.
You got any weights on that bow, on those bows? Or?
Yeah, I have to look.
Which one you got on there?
I have the 16-ounce stainless steel one.
And
the
I'm
Yosts
running
Mojo.
The Mojo.
and I'm
But
running a 16-ounce brass one.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has the brass one.
Those are really cool. I mean, you got great products. So not just tabs, but I'm pointing out that you do have the weights that are internationally known, and it's a great system too because it's not just screw on. All the other junk that you get out there, I'm sorry, but you know, it's all the screw on, and it just comes loose, and then you've got that nice Allen wrench to tighten that on, and you can shift it, and it's offset. And it's,
Yeah.
Did you come up with that?
He did.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good job.
That was just to, you know, bias the weight and help balance your bow out. And I like running my weight low typically.
Okay.
That's where I'm running the weight now in my CD. But also rotating it, even if you're not going to offset it left or right, you can rotate it upside down, which then you have no lower limb interference with your bolts.
Right. That's the other thing too. That offset's not only there just to do torsion control, but it's also there to get out of the way of some some bows don't. They're not all set up like CD archery bows, right?
No.
Some of them it's hard to get that in there.
Yep.
Hey, so piece of advice before I let you go. How do you, as a family, I'm trying to get my wife into archery.
Oh.
Okay.
So I think I know the answer.
Is she competitive?
Is she a good
exactly
winner?
what I was gonna say.
Oh.
Is she a good winner?
You know,
It doesn't matter about being a good winner, good loser, you know. It's about having fun. If she wants to compete, start making bets. That's the best way.
I think she's usually good at everything she does. She shoots one of your tabs.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Well, she's got a guy too. Like when I say she shoots, she doesn't shoot very much. But when I get her out in the backyard, she shoots one of your tabs, and then you know, she's shooting a little 23-pound bow. Just trying to get her into it. Just get going. But you're saying it's competition, right?
Make it a fun competition. Start making bets of like dinner, whatever, you know. Make it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she'll start maybe wanting to compete a little more, and then soon she starts getting good and the confidence goes up, maybe she'll want to do more.
That's great. That's a great bit of advice. All right, well, thanks for spending some time with us. I really appreciate it. Eric, for saying that, hey, you don't like to get in front of the camera and do interviews. This was a good one. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.